All right, so what we'll be doing here today is showing y'all how to scan your own edentulous models with the prime scans. In the past, the digital team has been scanning your models with a desktop scanner in eBay, but now we're going to change things up a little. We're going to have y'all scan your own models, and you'll be incentivized with a scan credit, which you'll have in Axiom. So the first thing we want to do is make sure our models are properly trimmed and marketed. So we can see a well-defined landing area. We can see the depth of vestibule is marked with either pencil or the indelible mark that Dr. Claire McCormick will put on it. We want to make sure that depth of vestibule is not too tall. It'll be about 1 to 2 millimeters tall from the vestibule. And then the last thing you want to make sure is that you have your names marked on the back of the cast. Once that is done, you can take your cast to Dr. Quinn McCormick or Dr. Mo for approval. Then you may scan. All right, now that we got our models approved, we're ready to go to the scanner. So the first thing we want to do, fill out the WAF, the new patient form, with your name, first and last, and then the date of birth, just put the date of the scan. And then in the background, we want to make sure you have your LSU email opened up. This is where you're going to drop the files to send to the digital team. So from here, you're going to click the full arch scan, and we're going to do impression tray. This way we can record both arches. And we'll go ahead and hit next, and now we can start acquiring the scans. We've acquired both of our models. We want to make sure that the scans don't have any holes in them in any crucial places. So we've got our upper, where you can see that pencil line still intact. Depth of vestibule, we have no holes. This hole right back here, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not going to affect the tray. And now we have our lower one right here that I did off camera. We can see it's got some holes in it in the landing area. That's not going to affect the tray or base plate that we'll make. So this is also an adequate scan to use. So now we'll progress to the model stage so we can export them. All right, so once we've progressed to the model stage, it might ask you to reorient the models. This doesn't really matter. We can just go ahead and click OK. All right, now that we've got our models saved, now it's time to export them. So we're going to go up to the little icon right there, and we're going to hit export. Go ahead and send them to the desktop, and then you can retrieve them from there. But we want to go ahead and rename them just so you know that that is your file. So let me pass over here. And then make sure STL files checked and highest resolution. All right, now that we exported our upper and lower scans to the desktop right here, we're going to open back up the email. Make sure you've selected your digital team. Send it to all of them. And then in the subject line, we want to say edentulous model scans 4, custom tray for base plate, just to note that. And then we also want to have the patient's Axiom initials in there. And we'll just click and drag. And we're going to attach the file in there. And then you hit send. And that's it.